Welcome to the Grand Canyon State, Arizona Stadium in Tucson, as we are set for a showdown in the Arizona Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bulls offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Blake. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The play action fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buffalo. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Hankins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Aztecs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's busted. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Chavez. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's busted. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Got it behind the line. It's Hankins. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help them. Turning it on!
again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to throw, it's Blake. Gets it out fast. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but
he lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a gap. It's Sands.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Bulls. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Aztecs will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Blake. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Got a man, it's Simmons. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fire complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops the throw. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Showing the arm strength down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Dropping back, it's Blake. Buying some time. Unleashes one. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Tucson and an intriguing Arizona Bowl. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close this season out with an exclamation.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. To the air on second down. Unloads to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Epps. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Pulls and fired complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Aztecs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Blake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
With the catch, it's Simmons.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Hauls it in. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go back to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Aztecs are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Epps. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Aztecs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, San Diego State. Fit it in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Blake. Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Sands. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Blake. It's complete to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the run.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo! I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. It is Rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Got his man on the right.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.